legit. Anything you want.
Surviving in the bear market on 3 key principles. At the moment it's a complete mess. The crypto market being down 85%, $120 billion from its peak $800 billion, unleashed havoc to those in the industry. For example, etcdv, the DApp shop that led development on Ethereum Classic, announced that it was shutting down its operation and was followed by a successful 51% attack that took away approximately $500,000 in etc. Firms like ConsenSys and Steem laid off 13% and 70% of their employees respectively to prepare for the coming winter, and Siren Labs chief executive Moshe Hojeg, who raised $158 million in ICO, said in an interview that Siren now only had enough funds for 6 to 12 months of operation. However, despite all this, some companies have figured out the secret to not only survive but thrive in the bear market. And here are the 3 key principles on what they claim makes them different. Partnerships that give you wings. If 2017 was a year of fundraising, 2019 is the year of building. The blockchain industry, being a decentralized and an open-sourced ecosystem, is rich with potential partnerships. At Nitron Ontentos, global content platform that has received investment from Binance Labs, DHVC and IDG Capital, announced a partnership with Ating Token, website for quantifying online sentiments on various tokens, to build a product that is capable of evaluating crypto in a whole new way. Currently, Rating Token has the capability to quantify online sentiments of various blockchain projects using metrics such as social media trend, GitHub analysis and smart contract audit. Thus Rating Token is focusing on assessment of ICOs and smart contracts. However, dApps are quickly building traction because they have the potential to bring cryptocurrency to the masses. For example, dApps like Trendbit has transacted more than $170 million in the past week and continues to grow. Capitalizing on the new trend of dApps, Contentos and Rating Token are collaborating to partner up with a platform that focuses specifically on evaluating dApps. Ating dApp will provide metrics like user retention and user activity distribution for each dApp, the metrics that aren't found on other websites. By doing this, developers and the users could get a better idea of the performance of a dApp. Zach, product director at Rating dApp, commented. Taking Trendbit as an example, the high-activity users grew slowly while low-activity users experienced a boost in the past week. The metric suggests developers have successfully engaged the infrequent user base, thus giving the community the insight on what's going on behind the doors. The partnership not only brings Contentos resources which have over 1 million global creators, but also that of popular apps such as LiveMe, Cheese, and PhotoGrid, which all have tens of millions of users on each platform. This allows Rating dApp to be exposed to multi-million user base right out of the gate and increases the potential to build traction. Andrew Zhu, Senior Director of Business Development, said, "While identifying and onboarding high-performing dApps, our aim is to continuously strengthen the relationship between our protocol and our community. Leveraging a bigger pool of talent and community through partnerships, companies put themselves in a more favorable position to create products that have a better chance of mass adoption. A lean focus. A bear market is a perfect time to stop and reassess goal and priorities. This sometimes means letting go of existing projects and resources in order to focus on the action that will have the biggest impact on achieving the company's goals. Through this process, companies become more mature and sophisticated in carefully selecting what items to focus on." Branded at ConsenSys 2.0, the new ConsenSys focuses on lean operation and profitability. Along with dropping underperforming projects, there are initiatives in place to minimize travel costs and have more rigorous standards on bringing in profit. In order to conserve runway and keep the project running, Siren Labs is considering high capital initiatives such as hardware development and focusing on building software which can start generating profit much earlier with a fraction of the cost. Even the popular Korean exchange Ithom initiated voluntary severance program on 10% of its employees. In an interview, Bithom representative commented that the company is trying to focus its resources on development. By identifying leaks in its business model and taking early action on it, companies can save a significant amount of runway and have more options on how to survive through the downturn. Adoption. 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 Adoption is king. One of the reasons people suspect for the recent crash is the underwhelming usability of the projects that have raised millions last year. However, we are starting to see a trend towards projects slowly building mainstream adoption. For example, Tron has almost tripled the number of users compared to Ethereum in terms of the average daily users on the top 3 dApps on its protocol. By going all in on growing the number of dApps on its platform, Tron experienced a 500% growth in the number of dApps within the last 2 months. Creating and marketing products that build real-world usability creates confidence in token holders and engages the community to build more products onto your platform. As more and more dApps are actively used, it gradually achieves stability across broader blockchain ecosystem. More importantly, it has the potential to set the company apart from the rest of the pack and slowly divorce it from the rest of the market as well as the price swings.